Yo, what up?
What up?
It's your boys.
Ray.
With guest.
Guest.
With guest Riley.
Ooh, guest Riley.
Yeah. What's up, Riley?
Just living my life, talking in front of a microphone.
Yeah, dude.
It's very large.
It is.
I like it.
It's almost overwhelming.
You know, believe it or not, I've seen bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we are...
Make me feel bad.
All right, we're going to let the intro play now, and we're going to talk about a whole bunch of cool stuff. So check it out. Peace out.
That's not your first
Just
podcast?
Oh, sick.
So it's...
Just get it right in front of my mouth.
Yeah.
Like this.
Like
right here.
Yeah.
Shut open
Yeah.
my mouth a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah. You want to put your mouth like around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bite down on it.
Give him some
Ooh,
ASMR.
ASMR.
Start chewing it. Like
Crunch it.
really use those molars.
Now I know why I'm here. Yeah, the ASMR.
It's a different mouth texture. It's like...
Dang it. I fell for this again.
We have our guest Riley. He's not actually going to say anything, but he's going to be giving us some ASMR in the background. You know, we're hoping to keep this like real chill.
Well, you know,
relaxed.
like those old broadcasts where they would like tell stories, but they'd also have like somebody like doing sounds in the background. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like old things, like they would do like radio shows. Yeah, and you would hear like the horse clacking in the back.
yeah,
Or like somebody like making a wind sound like.
We should just do rainforest noises for like 20 minutes. And then the ocean and just kind of alternate.
Just slowly like
Did we do that?
It
like
transitions
crashing a
into
wave.
us
Yeah,
speaking.
if it was like
Hello.
I
Like,
wonder when's the
welcome.
point when iTunes is like, is this a podcast anymore? It's just us going... it's like all the sound effects.
it's us speaking like Braille.
Go
Just
to your
tapping
happy
more
place.
Yeah, just.
Do you think we
Morse
could
code.
do an entire podcast of us like typing and then having Siri read it?
Yeah, easy.
That's
Well, what
kinda
if we
it.
did like preset, like we do a robot or like our phone or an app or something that would let us type it out,
Yeah,
and then
type
it would
out the
speak
whole
that,
thing.
and we'd have a conversation with each other,
That would...
and we'd have like different voices for each other.
Each one would have a different like robot voice.
Yeah.
Or a Siri, if you will.
But here's the thing: we would put so much work into that, and people would listen to it for 5 minutes and say, "This is stupid."
Yeah.
And then so
Or we could do it for 5 minutes and then talk.
yeah. Well, I wanted to do, and we'll definitely do something next year for April Fool's Day. But I wanted to do something cool for April Fool's Day.
Yeah, did we ever post that thing saying we were breaking up?
No, because here's the thing. I wanted to do the breakup post, but then I was like, well, actually, we just hit like 460 followers, and I feel like if any one of them like see a breakup post, they'll just unfollow us.
Yeah.
And I fought hard for these followers, and I'm not
You
gonna lose
did.
them. We're not gonna lose them.
Me and you both share the podcast account.
We
and
do.
I will get... So, dude, it's like an ungodly hour. I don't know how you do it. You must go on until like 2 a.m. Because I'll wake up and I'm like, 8 people followed the podcast account at 3:30 a.m. last night.
And also, I've been approved to follow 400 people.
I'm like, oh, I don't know who this is, but I guess I can follow them.
Yeah.
And all 300 of her friends.
Yeah. Yep.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. Sometimes I get bored, or like I can't sleep, or like I don't know.
Yeah, I
Just
get
in that mindset where I'm just gonna zone out and like follow, and then like a day later I'll just like unfollow. But we were talking about like the growth of the podcast and how like the jump from December to January was probably because we followed like 2,000 people.
Yeah.
and then because we went from like 100 followers who liked, and like 10 of them liked our photos, to now we are at like 450 followers, and like 50 of them like our photos.
Yep.
So they're getting those notifications of new episodes.
Heck yeah.
But how was managing the meme page while I was gone?
It was fine. I brewed up like 2 memes while you guys were gone. I
Yeah.
think. It was fine.
Yeah.
I did what you did. I went on to Meme Economy,
Uh-huh.
found a template. I was like, this is a good one.
Yeah.
And then threw
Yeah.
on my own twist.
Yeah,
and that
you
was
threw
it.
on a really good one, and I forgot.
It was the Pixar one.
Yeah, I like the Pixar
Yeah.
one. the Morgan and the dogs.
Stomping on your life's
Yeah.
line. Here's why, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, and then the one with Cassidy with the pots.
That one was fine.
good. That was just like that was like applicable. That was one of those ones where it was like, all right, sick.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed you put our logo on our apron.
I did. I did do that.
High class.
I like one of my favorite
Put some
memes we
time
ever
in.
made was the really awful Photoshop of you as a postal worker.
New episode alert.
Yeah.
That's very poorly done, but that's a part of the meme.
I think it's so funny. It's always funnier. Bad Photoshop will always be funnier than good Photoshop. But like perfect Photoshop is its own tier.
yeah.
But
no,
like when like on if you ever go on like Reddit for like the Photoshop battles, there's like people who like they're like probably graphic design majors.
Uh-huh.
That's how good they are, and they like in their free time they just do Photoshop,
Like
and they'll make the
memes.
craziest things I've ever seen. Like that, it's like I can't believe that's not real. But
Yeah.
like you see the two photos that it started out as, and then you see it. So
it's
but-
just like it has to be
it has to be
has to be
ungodly
either-
levels of perfect
or bad.
or really bad.
Those are the only two. Because if it's good, but you look at it and you're like, I can tell it's fake, then it's not as good as if it was absolutely flawless
Right.
or it's bad. Like Thomas the Train at like Auschwitz.
Yeah,
You seen that picture?
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's a classic.
that is a
That's
classic.
But it's so
Classic meme.
good that you're like, this is hilarious.
Do you remember? Well, there was one time me and you spent like 45 minutes trying to Photoshop Thomas the tank or the train behind Bronson.
I remember that. It was
And it got us nowhere.
we were very bad.
We
at
were like,
Photoshop.
we can't make this work. Just scrap it. Just scrap it. Let's just do something
Scrap the
else.
idea, bro.
Let's just play some Smash Bros. It's like screw this.
Exactly.
So Riley, you're in a band.
So they tell me.
What is your band's name?
Our band's name is Melancholy Club. We were trying to
Sick.
capture the sadness, you know,
Sick.
in just the right tone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, like
Just enough melancholy.
exactly.
We're sad, but we're social.
Exactly. Yeah. But
Yeah.
we're also a little exclusive, you know. It's a club. It's like
club.
you are not as sad as me. You
Get on my level.
Exactly. It's like,
Like join the club.
Yeah.
Try and join the club.
Try.
You can
Yeah.
apply for the club.
like
we cannot guarantee
Admit
your
it.
acceptance.
Yes, exactly.
it really explains why 4 people come to our shows.
You must
know?
be this
Oh,
sad
okay.
to enter.
Yeah.
no, it's exclusive. I get that.
Exactly. We like to keep it that way.
It's like a
you know?
secret show.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's so underground.
Oh, I mean, I don't mean to brag, but you know, we're kind of terrible.
There's something so
Damn,
like
bro, chill.
there's something so like there's something so great about like not saying you guys are bad obviously, but like those
no, please,
those
continue.
like bad garage bands or like that sound. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like so
It's raw.
distorted,
It's
it's so
raw.
raw,
That's
it's
what I
so
said,
like
yeah.
new. Like there's something so amazing about that where it's like unrefined.
hmm
You know, and
Yeah.
I love that. Like when you hear like bands that do make it and then you hear the early stuff where like you see the hints of what they become and then but you see like how like raw and new it is to them. Like that's I think that's way cool. But how long have you guys been banding?
So it's been going on for about a year.
Mhm.
I was the most recent member to join. So I play bass, and bass players are just kind of dime a dozen, I guess. And so they've been flipping
Really?
through a few. Yeah, they're just like, we're talking like a bass player a week at one point.
Whoa.
You know, some guy would show up once and then never come back. And
I
so,
didn't think you guys were that bad.
yeah,
I was-
well,
No, bassists just
playing.
moved to their own groove, man.
yeah, like he's like, oh man. But I came around and, you know, to gauge the levels of, you know, how bad we are.
Uh-huh.
Before I came to the band, I played bass once in front of people.
Uh-huh.
Granted, I play guitar, but
Yeah, okay.
but bass once. And then they're like, "Oh, we need a bassist." And I listened to their music, and I was like, "Oh, I can definitely do this."
Yeah.
Which I say never. And so I joined along, and we've been making music ever since, and playing music ever since. House parties, basements, everything that is not for real musicians.
Yeah.
all the other bassists are like, damn, this is like kind of sad. Like, I don't know if I can keep up with this, man.
Their
They're, like,
sadness
crying
levels are like
as
yeah.
they're playing.
Like
you know?
this is too sad for me, man. So was it that the name before when you came on?
That was the name.
That was the
Mhm.
name?
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Club.
Yeah.
How long ago did you join?
I joined in the fall, so it's been coming up on like, I want to say like over a year and a half, definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
I think math is hard. We're not.
Yeah, math is
Something like that.
Exactly.
We're not a math club.
Circa
we're a band.
2018. Right?
Yeah, you know.
2017. right? Fall of 2017 or like a year and a half ago.
2018.
Yeah.
So that's isn't that like 6 months ago then?
Yeah. Let's see. Now you're making me do math.
Dude, I just don't understand how it's a year and a half ago if it was like 6 months ago.
So it was, I said more than half of a year.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, come on. Are you paying attention?
I'm not on your sad level,
My
dude.
goodness. Apparently
I'm not on your math level either.
Yeah. I can't be a longtime member. There's just like,
So you guys dropped a single.
we did drop a single.
When was that?
Yeah, it's called Enough. It was earlier in 2018.
Uh-huh.
And so it's the first single, and we have about 8 or 9 other songs to release. Right now we're trying to record them, but finding music to produce is hard. It's like, you got to find the right producer.
Yeah.
And sticking to those sadness levels, everyone, especially in this area, this is like a lot of areas where they're like, yeah, we like pop and everything that sounds like some variation of Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Or folk.
Yeah.
And so like it's hard for us to find something. So we've been searching around. But we play all our music live, and so that's kind of the main thing we do.
Yeah.
We're too cool for like recorded music and fans.
Yeah.
So of course you need to
we don't need them. Like we could have them, but we don't want them.
Honestly, that's kind of how we are. Like, let's be real.
Like, yeah, I mean, we've exclusively recorded in basements, so
Wow.
we're pretty underground as well.
We're pretty, yeah.
Yeah. Our most influential fans are also e-girls, so like
Our most influential fans are from Germany.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they're the ones who have been downloading our stuff every day. They're just doing their missionary work. They're just like spreading the word.
Spreading the good word of your life's life.
Ooh, so you guys have pamphlets then, right?
No, we should look into a zine. Making a zine.
Yo, you want to trade zines?
Yo.
What is a zine?
A zine is like a little kind of like a comic, like a foldable like comic,
Do you
but it's
make
like a
your own?
pamphlet.
What is this?
Yeah, you can draw them from scratch and like fold little pieces of paper up like an elementary school student would do, or you can go all out.
It's like a magazine. Like, what is it?
It's like a little brochure that like is like a flip book.
They'll do like poems.
Okay.
And, I mean, if you're bold, a crossword puzzle. Not really.
Whoa.
Yeah, illustrations and stuff.
Your life's line. Here's why word search.
Your life's line. Here's my crossword. We're trying to reach out to the older
goop.
demographic.
A Sudoku, like a Sudoku.
Wait, well, that wouldn't even be relevant to a podcast.
You use letters.
Wow.
No.
In a Sudoku?
No.
That's how I was like, oh,
It doesn't work.
I don't know if that would check out.
It doesn't check out. Sick. So you're working on getting a record, but you were saying that it was like, you told me the other day it was like $2,000 to do like.
Yeah.
Shit.
We're all freaking broke. What the heck?
Yeah.
Wow. So, right, I'm not like I guess I consider myself a bassist now.
Yeah.
But I'm so broke that I've played off of 3 different bassists that I've just like bummed off of friends. Like currently I've got this bass that I borrowed from a friend and I just kind of have it right now. It's one of those things like when you were a kid and you like took like a video game from your friend and you borrowed it and all of a sudden like a decade later you realize that was his.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalence.
I mean, it's
of
been
that.
yours for 10 years.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty much mine at this point, but I wouldn't go out and sell it.
Yeah. Like, you don't even want it anymore, but you can't give it back.
I'm not going to not give it back. What if I need it? But obviously you need
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
I mean, there's literally a bass behind that closet right now.
You're kidding me.
Where I like,
you need a bass?
bummed it off of a friend.
In a few weeks, probably.
And then,
Wait, is it still in there?
it's still in there. Maybe we'll have you do a riff
She
at the
listens
end.
and shit.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
The Seinfeld
Pam,
theme,
if you listen to this, don't make me give it back. I like where it's at. Sometimes I get out and play it and like play like 3 notes from like Cigarettes After Sex, and I'm like do do do, and just chilling, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds good.
Wow, man. So we're gonna have like a bass battle after this, like Scott Pilgrim
Absolutely
style,
not, dude. You would shred me. Where he tries playing the Final Fantasy theme.
Yeah, that's what I do every day. I'm like, hey, look what I learned.
Bray, you still haven't watched Baby Driver.
No.
What?
Why not? I lent it to you probably a month ago.
It's been 2 weeks.
It has not been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I gave you Green Room.
2.5 weeks.
It's been probably,
it's been
3
like
or 4
a week since you gave me Green Room.
It was before I left for.
For what?
It was before I left for Europe.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
Green
was.
Room?
Not Green Room. Baby Driver.
Oh, Baby Driver. Yeah. Baby Driver, yeah, it's been.
You're like, yeah, dude, I'll get to it tomorrow. I
If you
promise.
keep it long enough.
Okay,
he's just
here's
gonna
my
have to buy a
thing.
new
I
one.
know you guys love movies, but movies are so hard for me to watch.
You watch like 8 episodes of anime a day.
Lately,
That's
it's-
anime.
Lately, it's been Love Island, but I get your point.
Anime's got anime girls though. You don't get
Baby
anime
Driver
girls in
has
Baby Driver.
has like Lily James, who's like one of the prettiest girls in working
That
actresshood
is
right now.
basically that's basically the equivalent.
And the
want that.
girl who plays John Hamm's wife, she's pretty hot too.
Oh yeah.
And John Hamm's pretty hot.
Oh yeah.
And Ansel Elgort's pretty hot.
Oh yeah.
And that
I
Kevin
like
Spacey,
Oh,
he's not hot.
No, not hot right now.
No, would not touch him. He might touch you, but I would not touch him.
Oh dear, Kevin.
Oh,
Did you guys see that cringy ass video that he posted on like YouTube? And he's in the character of his like House of Cards guy, and he's all like, "Is it really all that bad to touch little boys?" I don't think that's essentially what he said.
it was essentially
But,
what he
like-
said.
But like he's basically trying to say like what I did wasn't a bad idea, or wasn't
that
all that
bad.
bad.
It
You
was
guys
20
can
years
forgive
ago.
me. Okay, it was 20 years ago. That one that you caught me for. But
So where?
What the hell, Kevin?
So
I don't even
the
know
hell
this
even
guy.
is that?
so, what would you do if you got like a stalker? Like
Oh, I have a stalker.
Do you?
bomb related or not bomb related?
Shit.
Oh yes, yes,
the
yes.
the song like
Is he
band
bomb
related?
related?
Band related.
Yeah, my 420 stalker, man.
No.
No, this, I guess she's band related. Yeah, I've had a stalker for the past year, and I just, like, a week ago, blocked her on all social media. For some reason, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
But she's this girl I went to a concert with.
Uh-huh.
I met on Twitter. Horrible mistake. And she ended up, like, being my ride, right? So we spent like 4 hours at a Wendy's, and I was like using every excuse. I was like, I gotta pee, I gotta like go, I got homework, all this. And I was there till 3 a.m. because this girl just would not shut up. And so all of a sudden she started tracking me. She'd come to my work. She would
She come to cricket?
Okay, no, this is before I worked there. Okay, so I listed a house like on one of those renting websites.
Yeah.
No tie
Whoa.
to social media. Like, you know, like completely independent, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like 2 days after I put the listing up, before I'm getting actual responses, I get a text from her saying, "Where are you moving to?" And I'm like, what the frick? How does she know? She's like trying to send me packages and stuff. So fast, yeah, it was bad. Like I got walls of text messages from her, just walls. So fast forward to like a month ago, and I publish like something on Instagram about one of our shows coming up, and she moved from Idaho to here, like
Okay.
For you.
since. Oh, and
I want to say no, but
My heart says yes.
so I posted here, and I'm thinking nothing of it because I haven't heard from this girl in like months.
Right.
Like there have been previous experiences where she's found out that I was going to concerts and would go, and she would find me and she'd just like be like right up against me. I'm talking like body to body. I would like run around the concert venue trying to escape, and she would hunt me down. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
So I didn't think my own concert, but of course I'm setting up. We're like the third act, so it's late in the night. I'm like hyped up on like some Diet Cokes and stuff ready to play.
yes.
And oh yeah. Only in
jitters.
Utah, man, you know, you're like,
Yeah, dude, I like went to the shop before, got it spiked, like dirty Dr. Pepper. It's whatever.
oh man,
Got that thing dirty for the night, dude. Got my pregame on, got my Dr. Pepper.
you're ready to go. See, I wasn't even that prepared because I'm an amateur, you know.
Oh, we get it.
Yeah, and yeah, you know, it's part of the act. It's part of the grunge,
The
of
ambiance.
the
Yeah,
garage,
the-
man. It's
yeah.
raw, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm right there. And the second I turned to face the crowd, it was like, oh no. She's standing. I'm not even kidding you. She's right in the front, like ahead of everyone, directly facing me. And I had to play this weird 35-minute game of like avoid eye contact at all times while you're playing a show for a crowd that you're also
Like,
facing.
I'm not even enjoying this. I'm just trying to not look right in front of me.
Yeah, and like I can come from my peripheral, like she is not looking at anyone else. She's just locked on. And so I'm like, oh man. And I'm just playing through, and I'm like smiling on the inside, but just crying on the inside, which made me play better. Granted, sad music, it helps.
Yeah.
But wow, it was my stalker moment. And so,
jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're happy to announce she's in here.
Oh,
she's in the closet. Okay, come on
you
out.
You guys did it. You did it. No. Stop it. I'm going to kill myself. Stop.
What if she comes out and we didn't even know that she was actually there? We're just
would not surprise me, man. Would not surprise me.
Ryan just makes a bad joke. She's like, hey, we're like, fuck!
Oh my god.
Please end it, guys.
just end me, guys.
Finish me off, man.
Sick.
Yeah, so I guess I've made it, right?
You've made it, dude. You've got one
That's
stalker.
true. I feel like if you have stalkers, it's like that's like a tier of success.
We don't have stalkers. We just have really good friends.
Yeah.
Who like really support us.
No one has sent us like a bomb yet.
Yeah, we've given out our address a number of times.
Yeah.
Because we like for like 3 or 4 episodes in a row, we would just order pizza over the phone because we had it set up, and we can set it up at any time.
Record phone calls.
That you can record and call out phone calls, and like the audio quality is still good.
Yeah.
And so that's the day that we called like a ton of people, and we called Courtney from Cricket. As
No
well.
way.
Yeah. We called a lot of people.
Called a lot of people, but
and then we would just order pizza. Like the intro to the podcast would be us ordering pizza, and at the end of the podcast, the pizza would arrive, and we would still be recording.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is revolution. You guys found like your niche.
Yeah.
No, that's what we're saying. It's content.
Yeah, we were like
Quality
really.
content.
I mean, we kind of milked it for like 4 episodes in a row. We're like, we should stop.
2 Jacks is on the way with our pizza.
Yeah, we really thought 2 Jacks was gonna like blacklist our house or something. Because like we'd order it like goofballs, but like we'd pay them and everything. But
Yeah.
I remember they called back one time and they're like, "Do you guys really want your pizza?" And we're like,
Wait, really?
No
Yeah.
way.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
they called you back and they're like, "Hey, we're do you really want this?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Oh, that's funny. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
When Bronson,
I wonder why.
he calls in and he's like pretending to be like Spanish or something. He's like, is someone who speaks Spanish? And then they run around for like 5 minutes trying to like find someone who speaks Spanish.
And then can speak pretty good Spanish. Granted.
Somebody picks up the phone.
They're like,
Like,
"Hola?"
hello, and he's like, yeah, what's up?
What are your specials? They go,
Yeah, we want to call into more places and goof around. We also need to call our international friend, Julian.
Yeah.
we have lots of international
We
friends
need to
now.
call a lot of our international friends. But we need to
Wow.
coordinate. We need to
Saturday.
call out like a
Saturday, yeah.
we need to do it on like a Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, because their time zone is so
They're-
far
I
ahead
believe the
/behind.
the German guy is like 8 hours ahead. And so
Yeah.
if we were to try to call him now, it would be tomorrow
It'd have to be
morning.
Wow.
Early morning podcast.
Wow.
I was wondering, is California the like the earliest time? Because
Yes.
everywhere else after that, the
Yeah.
further you go, it's
I mean,
later, right?
Wait, no. It's like isn't it the opposite? Like
No,
no, because the sun goes
further,
down.
the further you go west,
yeah, because
the later it goes.
you're right.
So I think California is the start, right? Like, or California is the earliest it is
in the United States?
in the world.
Really?
I think.
What?
Where else would be earlier? Hawaii?
Where
is
does
Hawaii
it-
earlier?
I don't know if Hawaii.
Could
Where
be
does it
really.
start and end?
Doesn't it start in? I want to say Europe.
I don't think
Probably. No, that.
Well, I don't know it. I didn't like who's in charge of when it starts. You know, like
Yeah, I feel
Who
like if
was
anyone's
like-
in charge,
Yeah.
it was like Europe. At one
Farmers?
point, and they're just gonna like
Guys.
us.
so. Oh, that sounds like a
Us.
Western thing. Daylight savings?
I was thinking like.
Or and like a
I was thinking like Western
Like
movie.
Yeehaw?
I was thinking- yeah.
like the Cowboys were like, nah. It's a different time in Red Rock right now.
Time's a concept, man. That's
time
all I'm
is a
saying.
concept.
Time is a concept, dude. Nothing made me question that more than like getting jet lagged, or like flying a 6-hour plane, or flying a 7-hour plane ride, and then losing 6 hours and
Yeah.
arriving at the same time I left.
Yep.
Mhm.
That was awful. That was the worst thing ever.
Or when you fly fast enough to like Japan or Tokyo or something, and like you go back in time.
Yeah. Or like you get in like a DeLorean and you like go back in time.
Well, like you go back in time like he was like yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
No, I was talking about something else.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You ever seen
You're
Back to the
talking-
Future?
No,
I feel like you haven't.
I've
Have you seen
like,
Indiana
I've seen
Jones?
Like 30 minutes of it. No.
Have you seen The Goonies?
Yes.
Good. What do you think of the Goonies?
It's fine.
God, Goonies bangs. Sean and I were watching that the other day.
Yeah.
God.
Movie bangs.
That truffle shuffle bangs, man. I just repeat it.
No, that's so mean, dude. That's too
loop it
effed up for me at this point. I'm like,
Do the truffle shuffle.
like, oh,
Come
man,
on.
that kid's gonna have like
to.
that
Do
kid's
it.
gonna have like scarring for the rest of his life, and I'm sure he did as an actor.
Probably, man.
That's why he's like so thin
Oh,
and weird
shoot.
looking now.
If you think about it,
He
it's like
actually
not
doesn't
the
look that bad.
kids. It's not the kids telling them to do the truffle shuffle. It's like that
It's the adult
director.
screenwriter.
He's like, do the truffle shuffle. Do it like this. And he's like
they're
showing
like,
them.
They're like in the audition room, and they're like, take your shirt off.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
set him down on the
Do the
couch,
truffle
so,
shuffle.
How old are you?
Hey, how much do you weigh?
Would you be willing to put on 50 pounds for this role?
Here, lay down on that cold countertop right there.
All right, this is getting a little too Kevin Spacey for me, Sean.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
That was 40 years ago. It's fine.
It was whatever.
It's
okay.
He
It's
chooses
cool.
to live
Come
as a
on,
gay
dude.
man now, so it's whatever.
I thought you guys were a progressive podcast.
No, we're the opposite. What's the opposite of progressive?
Uh,
Regressive?
Regressive?
Whoa.
Regressive sounds like aggressive, and that's hardcore.
We want to be both.
We want to be way more rock and roll than we
We
are.
are. Regress.
Real sad boy music.
We
Real
want-
sad boy hours.
Sad boy
Should we do like
music? Oh, my
lo-fi?
music.
Lo-fi intro. That'd be fire.
We could do. We did do that.
Ooh.
Kind of like the lo-fi synth
No,
wave.
I want hella lo-fi. I want our intro to just be
do
static.
back? Can we do the old intro for this one? The first one?
We could. We
The
did
one
that
with
a
the
while
sax?
ago, though.
Huh?
You
We
had
did
a
that while ago,
sax?
though. Yeah, we had a sax.
That's
intro.
bold. That's bold.
That was how we kicked off the show.
That was like our.
Damn.
what
But
was
how
it?
how do you do better than that? Like if you kick
You
off the
don't.
show that way,
You just go downhill.
People
Well,
just
We do
listen
different
and they're like,
stylistic
"I'm
things
gay."
now.
Yeah, we kind of change it up. We need to get another intro
Oh, yeah.
pretty soon. I should
125.
make it something.
Yeah, you could cook up
Guys,
something
Maybe
fire.
cook us something.
I'll make you an intro.
Yeah,
That's what we
That's
do.
just a
Get our
bass,
band
bass
together
riff.
And no, I'll get the whole band, man.
Do like a
Well,
that'd be sick.
Yeah, it'll be so raw, so repulsively raw.
So like a ear rape, kind of like it's just
oh,
way
we can
loud.
scream if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be
or-
fire.
yeah.
Scream our
like an
name,
opening, like a,
yeah.
Just like totally like clip the audio, no intro or anything, just straight
just,
into
it
it.
just leads with screaming, and it ends with screaming. So it's like a screaming sandwich, and like the contents in the middle.
Ah, that's content.
That's content,
That's
baby.
content right there.
There's like a pizza in the middle. It'll be great.
This is episode what,
Like
109?
110 or something.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Oh.
We've been cranking them
The
out.
point is that we need to get a new intro
Mhm.
fairly soon. Probably.
Yes. Do you listen to any podcast, Riley?
I listen to a lot of podcasts. One
Really?
that like make me feel like good people. So like productive ones.
Okay.
Except I never follow what they say or really listen to them in general. I just kind of play it so that if someone looks at my Spotify, they're like, wow. Wow. Like you
How
got it
cultured.
together. Yeah. I don't okay,
That's planning ahead right
Oh,
there.
he listens to podcasts.
I'm pretty proud of this. I've never listened to a true crime podcast.
Hell yeah. One of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. One.
Like I cannot tell you how pure I feel. Like I feel like I walk
You're
down
so
the street and I'm
validated.
like, yeah, I'm better than everyone. I've never partaken in a true crime podcast. Everyone's always recommending. I get like 2 a week. I
Did
swear.
you come prepared? Did you know that we would respond well to that?
No.
That's like our thing.
That's like
Are you freaking
like
one
there's
of
like
our
5
biggest
things
jokes.
that we do, and like 4 of them are shit on true crime podcast.
I freaking kid you not. I had no idea even. It's just like when people talk podcasts.
It's true crime.
It's true crime.
I'm like expecting someone to be like, yeah, like, oh, I listened to this like cool podcast about this like guy who travels or this person who does this cool thing. And they're like, no, just listen to freaking murderers. And I'm like, dude, oh,
Yeah,
you
okay,
ever heard
like,
of Serial?
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Yeah. It's,
Yeah, I listen to podcast. Have you ever heard of a Serial? I listen to Serial a lot.
My favorite murder,
My
Clops.
favorite murder is like Real Fire. Like, what is their? Oh, I hate it, dude. It's so cringy. Like their motto. What's their motto?
I don't know.
It's like stay sexy and don't die or something like that.
oh, dude.
That's their like.
I don't like that.
It's something.
People who
you
listen
know,
to that
there's
would be
people
on-
who
I'd
are like
make a
throwing
list,
that
and I
on
would,
their
like,
T-shirt, and they're like,
track.
yeah.
My goodness.
No, yeah, true crime is very cringy, and we try to we were thinking about doing an episode about true crime, like
We should commit our
doing
own
exactly
true crime.
what they do.
Yeah.
Because
We
of
should just
me.
do an expose on like the things we've never got caught for.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
On
And we explain it
Tuesday,
like they do.
July
Like, oh, weird.
22nd, Braden Adams left the house only to return a different man.
Whoa.
Shit, what did I do?
You need ominous
I don't know.
music
You
to
like
back that
drank
up,
or
I feel
something.
like.
Yeah.
You like did a fifth of whiskey or something.
Got trashed.
Not trashed. Braden, you go to court tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you nervous? Do you want to talk about it?
That's fine. I have to drive to court tomorrow, Tuesday. I have to drive to St. George, 3 hours away to go to court.
Oh.
Yeah. I drank, and then the cops came.
You threw a house party at a B&B.
I didn't throw it. I had a house, and then some people got invited that I didn't invite, and then it got kind of loud. And I was like, oh, shit. And then the cops came, and I was like, oh, shit. And then, now I have to go to court.
That's your opening statement for court, right? Like that, what you just said right there.
Basically.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So basically, guys, I have a podcast.
before we get started here.
Have you guys heard of Serial?
Have you guys heard of Serial?
So you're not nervous? Public defender, or did you hire a lawyer? Or are you representing yourself?
Represent yourself.
No, that's always a bad idea, I feel like, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know how the law works. They're like, is the defendant some? I don't even.
Are you pleading guilty or not guilty? Guilty.
What is
No,
it?
I'm not guilty though.
Oh.
You're not?
No, technically.
Oh,
because
because you're charged with supplying alcohol to
I'm
a minor.
charged with alcohol distribution for minors, but I didn't distribute any alcohol. The only reason the cop gave me that is because I rented the Airbnb, so I had the place.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that is distribution technically.
Have you
I don't
talked to
know
your
how-
lawyer?
I don't have a lawyer.
Wait, then
Who's
who's representing
his own
you?
lawyer, remember?
No, yeah, I'm a lawyer, bro.
No, who's representing you?
The public defender.
Oh, so that's lawyer.
Lawyer, yeah. I don't
Have you talked to him?
No.
Oh.
I haven't talked to him when I get there.
He's just gonna be.
They don't
I like that.
The court doesn't give you his phone number.
Do they
I
really
don't know
not?
how I would find him. No.
He just reviews your case and is like,
Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see what
Basically.
happens.
"Hey, he's gonna." So, what's the plan, Mr. Lawyer? Oh, I'm just gonna wing it. He pulls out a
yeah.
flask out of his hip. He's like, "You want this?" You're like, "Dude, I'm here because of underage drinking." So yeah, I give it to me.
Sushi.
What is
like,
it?
so
What is it? Fireball?
is
Vodka?
that a
He's like Grey
no?
Goose, and you're like, "Oh,
Oh, wow.
I'm like,
dude, you
I'm
really
like-
know me. You
I'm
you
like-
read my case file." He's like, "Yeah, there was 42 bottles of Grey Goose. 42 bottles of Grey Goose. Did they impound that all or what?" Like, no, I just chugged it. Like, I realized they were gonna throw it away. So
yeah. I actually raised my alcohol content to 100%. My blood alcohol content.
what if they make you do like a class, like a sobriety class?
They probably will.
They probably will.
I don't think they will.
Make you do like
So the guy that
something.
actually supplied the alcohol, he already went to court. He just had the minimum fine. That was it.
What was his minimum fine?
$680.
That's not that bad.
That's kind of a lot.
That's a
but-
lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot,
But it's not like as far as like things could go.
you know, yeah.
Because how many
That's
counts?
good.
Do you know how many counts he was done for?
No idea.
Okay.
I'm assuming I would have the same amount of counts, but he actually brought it. I didn't bring anything.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know. We'll see. I don't
You're
know
like,
how
well,
it'll
Your
go.
Honor, I'm getting off on a technicality here because can't distribute what I can't pay for.
It's true. I
Sorry.
didn't
Here we go.
really buy
That's a
it.
lot.
I'm just an innocent little boy, and they came to my B&B
They did.
and brought hell with them. I just wanted to go to church the next morning.
I just wanted to play
Instead-
Mountain
I
Dew
just
Pong.
want to go to church.
Instead, I had to go to jail.
Ooh. Are you going to bring the waterworks? A
No.
little tear? No.
I can't
Ooh,
fake
yeah,
cry.
you get a little-
No, you won't fake
squeeze
cry.
bottle.
I mean, it's going to come from the heart, of course, you know?
Oh, no. I don't, I'm like,
Oh, no guilt at all.
This happened in January, so I'm like, yeah, what's my fine, Judge? Like, listen, let's get this over with. I want to
Just
go
read.
home.
Listen,
Just read the fine.
I drove 3
Judgy,
hours
baby.
that way. Like, I'm ready to leave already. So
I literally
I
could have
like that.
teleconferenced in, and it's no
Yeah.
big deal. Hey, will you record it, like in your pocket, like in your phone?
is that
Ooh,
legal?
yes.
It's not.
Absolutely not.
Well, we could
legal?
we could
Well,
post
that's a podcast special
we
right
could
there.
post it online, and then like
Yeah.
if they're like, hey, what the hell is this? And we're like, just reenactment.
What? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Like
in my
it copies
super-
the exact transcript. We're like, we have a friend.
I have a good memory. What
the
about
transcript
it? So what?
office.
Wait,
Gosh.
are the transcripts public?
I feel like they would be.
Why would they do it if it were? I guess there's reasons why not.
Why would they do the transcripts public if the recording would not be legal?
Because they were.
It's like
I
the
don't
people
know.
who get to draw in the courtrooms, but they can't take pictures, you know?
I'm sure. Yeah.
It's like,
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they
I've
do.
seen
They
that.
draw.
Come
They
on,
draw like pictures. of the courtroom.
Okay.
Why?
Like courtroom photos.
Yeah, because you can't take photographs.
I know, but why would they draw a picture? Why would that matter? Why is that relevant?
I don't know. People like coloring books, people like storybooks with pictures. Like text is just boring. So you get that transcript, it's just a bunch of words. You got to put a little picture in there. So leave a little extra space.
Well, yeah, it's just how they have to record it, or like I guess,
and it's to
visually record it.
preserve privacy for like the jury.
Oh.
Like let's say there's like a big crime boss and the jury's there, and then there's a picture the next day of all the jury. Those guys are all getting shot.
Oh shit! I didn't even.
Have you ever been called for jury duty?
No.
I haven't either. I'm actually worried at this
Yeah.
point. Did you do it?
No, I went there. Like I went all the way up to American Fork, and then they're all like, "Oh yeah, it's been taken care of. Don't worry about it. Go home." So
I remember that happens 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, most of the time you're not like most people aren't eligible for whatever it is because they ask you like what your biases are before. And if you sound biased in any way, they'll just say, no, you're not reviewed for this case.
Good. I would be biased every time.
I was ready to
That's
go.
why I'm incredibly biased.
See,
I remember...
I was ready to go. I was going to 12 Angry Men that shit. I was like...
I don't know.
Is that the one with Jack Nicholson and Tom?
Violation, man.
This guy... He's innocent! Like, he parked in a red zone. I'm like, but did he?
Isn't all of America in a red zone? Red, white, and blue.
Shit.
Oh.
And then everyone in the jury's like, oh, and a hush falls over the crowd.
This man is.
What's your name?
This man is innocent. And
Michael. You ever parked anywhere you weren't supposed to? He doesn't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
Michael, does Judge Judy look like a bitch to you?
What?
I said
what again?
What? Can I go? I'll just pay the fine. I'm guilty.
I just had a house party at a B&B.
I rest my case.
That's my case.
This guy's a part of the jury. He's not supposed to say shit. Sit him down.
Get him out of here. Just get him
Can
out.
someone handle
I
this?
remember there was a bit on 30 Rock where every time Tina Fey was called to jury, she would wear like a Halloween costume. And so she'd show up wearing like a Princess Leia costume, and they're just like, yeah, you're good to go. Thanks for your time.
Do you actually?
I don't know. But I remember my dad was called for jury duty at one point, and then he went, and they were like asking these questions, and then like they were like kind of like scummy questions, like do you believe in the, or not scummy, but like very like biased and charged questions.
Okay.
And then like they pertain to like, do you believe in the death penalty? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, do you believe in a person, if a person kills more than one man, that he should face the death penalty? And he's like, yeah. And then they're like, there's like a series of questions. They're like, all right, you can go. You don't need to. You don't fit the unbiasedness that this case requires. And then
So basically
he looked
it was a
up.
murder
He
case.
looked. Yeah, it was a murder case, and it was like a scumbag who was easily getting the chair.
So
And he was like, I was kind of bummed because like it would have been a good case.
So what do you think about the firing squad? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, you're not gonna do.
We're talking muskets, right? Like,
I'm on the fence about it, to be honest. Like, murder and all.
Yeah, I
it could
would
go
not
both
murder.
ways.
I have no opinion.
I'm completely unbiased on murder. I have no opinion.
So
They're like, all right, we also kind of don't want you, like because of your apathy towards everything.
how many people did he kill? Sounds fine.
That's
to
cool.
me.
Yeah, no worries. Whatever.
That makes sense.
I was just gonna like throw rocks in the quarry later, so that works out.
Yeah, like I don't really have any hobbies. I just kind of hang out in my room.
Sometimes I listen to
Stare at the
serial
wall.
podcasts.
Oh, cereal! Welcome back.
now
Welcome
that-
back on board, Mr. Jury.
Now I have a very
I
strong
see you're a
opinion on
cultured
it.
man.
No, listen, I'm really experienced in this. I listen to my favorite, your favorite murder.
A fan of
You
the
could call
judicial
me an
system.
My
expert
favorite, your
on
favorite
murder.
murder.
My favorite, your favorite murder.
It's everyone's favorite.
Yo, what's
murder.
your favorite My Favorite Murder episode? Me too.
Episode 5.
Me too, dog. Me too.
All of them.
did not respond to that because I will never listen to that podcast.
I won't either.
I can't.
I'm sure if we listen to it, it's actually kind of cool, but at this point, I just don't want to. Also, I don't know.
Can we listen to it but record it? Is that legal to record? Can we record that and then
Like, put it in our?
Yeah, and then react to it.
Ooh,
I'd
a
put it on
reaction
YouTube.
Podcast.
I'd put
Yeah,
it on
tell me
You're
about
YouTube.
breaking new ground, man.
I'd
Isn't
put it
that
on
one?
YouTube before we put it on our podcast because I don't want our podcast to like I don't know what iTunes does.
Yeah, YouTube can get fucked.
YouTube, yeah, they can. Our own YouTube video has got copyright claimed before of just like our own podcast.
Well, yeah, there's a problem. It's an original YouTube video.
I know. I mean, but like there was 0 views on it too.
Yeah, YouTube's like something right here.
Fuck these guys. Fuck these guys in particular.
And then you like
I disputed it, and they're like, "Oh, yep, seems like an error on our end." I was like, "Yeah, I'm aware."
Yeah, we can't get any more original than this.
If we could steal other people's stuff, we would.
See, we were wondering why you guys were playing Phil Collins throughout the whole thing.
We're like,
Phil?
what?
Sorry.
But
Well,
actually,
TK,
it was
that's
just an
odd.
employee with some headphones that were a little too loud.
Okay.
See,
He
why
told us all that money's supposed to go to Phil. Send that money to Phil.
Send the money.
Phil-
Send
Phil
the
my
money we
boy.
got from this 0 viewed YouTube video.
Send it
You
over
may
to
be
Phil.
losing money on that, but you can just take the check, pass it on to Phil. He'll understand. They need to have like a jury for YouTube videos for like those copyright claims.
Yeah.
like, make
Some
it a
of
little
them
more
get pretty
exciting.
crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They go down horrible routes.
But I feel like
from what I
all the
hear.
viewers would always be on the YouTuber side, even if it was copyright claimed, because YouTube is just the worst, kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh, for sure. That's your
Yeah.
next step, though, right? YouTube. Like, you know,
We could
you
so-
start the podcast, you go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
In all reality, we could like do YouTube like a video, but like because we gotta set up one camera,
So, yeah.
but like I don't know who would watch it. Like
It's just
we have a
extra
good
time.
we have a fair audience on like iTunes and Spotify and such.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But on YouTube,
YouTube,
it's
not
like,
so much.
No,
It's like why would you watch it?
Put that effort into it.
Yeah.
everyone does like the camera view. You need to get like the first person GoPros and have that while you're
Like a VR
podcasting,
simulator, a 360 cam.
Like all three of us have
New
GoPros on our
episode.
head.
No, we
Like,
should do it like the
Yes,
360
you.
cam in the middle of it, and then you put on your VR goggles and you
Oh,
look
yeah.
around, and it's us talking to you.
I can't imagine anything more pointless, but I want to.
We buy like a
Yes.
$3,000
like VR sphere.
the VR.
Like, what's up, guys? We just upped our podcast. Literally, our quality is still on these like $30
Oh yeah,
mics off
Hell yeah.
Amazon. And we have a $3,000 sphere recording our face. All right,
is sick.
group buy. It's a grand each. You in?
I can pull it. I can swing it. I can do it.
We use it for like one episode.
And we're like, yeah, that was all right. Nobody watched it. YouTube copyright claimed it.
Yeah, we're done with that.
Yeah, that was a good run. Does anyone want to buy this?
It's for sale.
All right, is that it?
Yeah, we could.
I think we can
go
wrap
ahead.
this one up.
Yeah.
Where can we? Is your?
Wow.
Where can we find your stuff for
Oh
your
yeah,
band?
so everyone go follow Melancholy Club on iTunes and Spotify.
Sick.
Okay, do you guys have an Instagram?
Yeah, Melancholy Club SLC for Salt Lake City.
Sick.
Okay, we have no affiliation with Salt Lake City.
That's how things in Utah
Cool.
go.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
You don't want to brand as Provo because you don't want to be those guys.
Right. We are not Imagine Dragons. So
Yeah.
we're kind of
Yeah.
trying to, stray away.
Or like neon trees. Is that?
I think they were Salt Lake.
Salt
Maybe
Lake?
no, they were Provo.
here.
They're like
They were here.
Orem.
Yeah, they were here.
Yeah.
They were the
Same
Valor,
with-
the local place
Same with
here.
the used too, right?
The used was Orem.
That was Orem.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I remember I had a friend who would like
SS.
go to their in high school. He would go to their shows,
No
like
way.
their garage band shows. Yeah,
Wow.
like that's crazy.
That's iconic, man.
That's kinda fun.
Iconic.
but yeah. So you can find your stuff on Instagram,
Yeah,
iTunes,
please listen.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Stream it.
Yeah, I'm expecting all followers. You know, however many you have, we'll see. those
Probably
in the
like
streams.
5 extra views for you, but
Sweet, 5 total views. I'm so stoked. Great.
Join the sadness, man.
No, we have a single out. It's called Enough. It's pretty rad. If
It is
you're
rad.
into like, I don't know, how would you describe it?
I don't know. It's not like heavy, but it is like it's that distorted garage rock. Is
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
would say.
Garage rock, I'd say is appropriate.
It's definitely got like that emo, like the kind of grunge to it, but it's
Mhm.
not so like in debt to itself of like I am grunge. It
Mhm.
just kind of is like it's that raw, like kind of just natural. Like it feels like something that's like passionate. I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. I've been listening to
you know
it.
what I've been
Thanks,
listening
man.
to lately? That's like kind of weird.
Yeah,
Kill Switch Engage.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I've been listening to that a lot.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Wow.
what is that? Is that like heavy shit?
Oh yeah.
it's pretty heavy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's like this very odd bridge in between like screaming and like very beautiful singing.
Okay.
I'm talking their older stuff, like 2006.
Well, that's how I remember them from. Like,
Yeah.
nothing really is. I haven't heard their name in years, probably.
Yeah.
But like, I would say the late, like probably 2010 was when me and like some friends would listen to them. But that was like more on like the harder side for sure.
Yeah,
Like, my
because they
taste.
changed singers and stuff. I think that's when the band changed in like 2008 or somewhat.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They've had like 4 singers, I think. Which is kind
How
of
do
weird.
people do that?
I don't know.
That's like that. I can't imagine surviving. Like when you're an established band, like surviving a singer change.
That's like when you
That's
become
insane.
like some kind
You
of
can-
glorified cover band.
Yeah,
know?
you can get away with
Yeah.
like almost anyone else,
Mhm.
unless they're like the total heart, like they're the total like dream boy of the fans. Like you
Yeah.
can get away
Yeah.
with anyone else, but when you replace your singer, like your band does not last.
I've know very few bands that have done it. But
Yeah.
it's like you can get rid of the guitarist, you can get rid of the bassist, the drummer, the pianist, whatever. But once the singer goes, that's when you're like, shit.
Like we need to start a new band.
Yeah, that's when you start a
Oh,
new
yeah.
band, I feel like.
Yeah.
right?
I think Sublime did it. I know them.
Escape the
Yeah.
Fate did it.
Yeah.
They escaped the fate
They did.
of changing singers.
Their singer did at least, yeah.
Well, that one, the singer went to prison.
oh shit!
And then they were like, fuck.
Like we are not waiting for him to get out.
And then once the singer got out, he started another band, another
yeah?
kind
Ooh.
of competition.
Sick.
Or whatnot.
Escaped the fate in 2 years of probation.
Yeah.
New name.
Right?
All right, I think that's it.
Yeah,
so
we'll wrap up this one.
Wow, thanks for having me, guys. This
Thank
is
you, Riley.
Radical.
for coming
Thanks for
on.
coming.
Yeah.
it was fun.
It's been
Oh.
solid, yeah.
No, dude, anytime. You guys are cool people. So
Sounds good,
Thank
man.
you, man.
I wish you and all of your hordes of fans much luck as you go forward. 109, right?
This is episode 108.
100. No, this
108?
one's one. is
No,
this
it's
it?
108. I just looked at the
You're
last
over
one.
100.
I think.
You're like cool now. You're like established.
Yeah,
you know?
once we're over 100, we feel
Yeah.
good about
Oh wait, yeah, this is 109. I don't know well, it says the latest one was 107, but then when you click on it, the latest one was 108.
iTunes does that thing where it doesn't update. Anyways,
Yeah.
everyone go listen to Melancholy Club.
Thank you.
iTunes, Spotify, follow them on Instagram and whatnot.
Oh, yes.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening.
Thank
See ya.
you. Bye.